Now, we're gonna work on making our cover. So I'm gonna set my project book aside. And I want you guys to get out your watercolor painting and pick out your favorite spots. We're gonna use this for our front cover and our back cover. And each group of desks has a couple of these orange papers. This is going to be our template or our tracer. So this is the size that we're gonna cut out of our watercolor painting. So using this orange paper, you guys are gonna move this around on your big piece of paper, and you're gonna pick out which two areas you wanna cut out. Okay, so I really like all of these little speckly green spots over here. So I'm gonna try to keep that. And then I like this spot better than this spot down here. So I think I'm gonna trace this spot. Just be careful because say if you really like the center of your paper and you go, I'm gonna do this spot right here. You have to fit two of these on your paper. You have to cut out two of these. So if you cut out the center of your paper, there's not enough paper around that for you to cut out another one. So you have to make sure that you can cut out two of these orange shapes out of your paper, okay? So this is where I want to cut out the first one. So I'm going to place it on my paper, and I'm going to use a pencil. And I'm going to trace around my orange paper. And you guys are going to have to share these because not everybody has their own orange paper, but I do have a couple extra ones up on the counter here under the TV. Oops. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut that out. And then I'm going to do that again for my back cover. So if you need to use an orange tracer, you guys are sharing at your desk. So if somebody's not using it, you can use it now. Otherwise, like I said, I have a couple more up on the counter up here underneath the TV if you want your own. And now I'm going to pick another spot that I really like. And you can still keep your scrap paper and use your scrap paper as like a bookmark or something. I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do this spot here. Just want to make sure you can get two of those orange shapes cut out of your watercolor painting. They outline this on their painting and then they cut it out, yeah? All right, so I have two cutouts here. 1 and 2. And then the next thing you guys are gonna need are your mat boards. So these are the really thick boards that you guys got. They don't have to match. The color doesn't have to match. And we are going to glue this watercolor painting on top of the mat board, and this is going to be our cover. We're making it really hard. And I'm going to glue this colored side of my mat board down onto my paper like this. So again, I'm gluing this colored part down onto the back of my colored paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to wrap our painting around this. And so this painting is going to be wrapped and glued around this board. And that's going to be our cover. Okay, so I'm going to pause and just make sure nobody needs help before I move on to the next step.